Death's not actually coming for our family. Because that would be crazy.
Hey guys, so got a chance to see Final Destination Bloodlines, and it was a ride. It was definitely a ride. It was something that I actually enjoyed. I really did enjoy it. Let's get into the goods and the bads of Final Destination Bloodlines. First, let's just talk about the kills. It stays in line with the tone of the kills from all of the movies. Now, the only difference is that this one actually has the second best premonition scene ever. And I like the little bit of a twist that doesn't go really cliche with all of the other ones. It does something a little bit different, which I really appreciated. But the sequence itself was absolutely... It was adrenaline pumping to watch that scene, and I thought they did a fantastic job with it, and I loved the way they called it back also sometime later in the movie. I thought the deaths were absolutely fantastic. There were a few that were like, but it was still pretty freaking good. I enjoyed it a lot. The plot obviously is something that's a little different, as death has now moved on to the families, which actually ties to all of the films before it. And I think that for, just a quick non-spoiler, or a quick spoiler, the people that pass, or were supposed to pass, were all pretty much descendants of all of the previous Final Destination films, and you can see there are certain Easter eggs and callbacks to a lot of those death scenes in the previous entries. That it all kind of comes together. So I really like that whole dynamic of full circle, and I thought that was pretty cool. I like how they did that. Let's talk about the acting. The acting is going to be your typical almost borderline slasher flick type of performances. We might have a new Melissa Barrera on our hands, but hey, it was still a really good cast. Everybody did their parts. They were all fantastic. And of course, the tribute of giving a complete just free will, free reign, say whatever he wanted, and that was a tribute to Tony Todd and what he meant to the franchise, what he meant to horror in general, whether it's through Final Destination or Candyman. That man was absolutely he was a gem. He was a one-of-a-kind talent, and he's going to be missed. But his performance in this movie was absolutely it was bittersweet. And for the directors to pretty much say, no script, you speak from the heart, and he says what he says, it's just absolutely a scene stealer for me. And majority of his cameos in these movies are great, but this one hit different, and may he rest in peace, because he was just an icon. So tribute to Tony Todd, absolutely a freaking awesome thing to watch in that movie. As far as its bads, all right, the bads, well, I mean, not that many, honestly. Some of the effects were kind of okay. There were some things that were, you could tell they were a little off, but like, that didn't look too real. But I don't know. There was just certain things about it. There was the pacing. It felt rushed at times. It felt like they were going through, that order of the kills. It was kind of fast, actually, and damn, those funeral costs were a bitch, I bet. That's all I gotta say, because that was just freaking crazy. The ending, man, was that a premonition? I don't know, but probably not. Either way, I don't think this is the end. So the movie came out first 3 days, made $50 million domestically, 100+ million worldwide. Final Destination is back, and I have a feeling we're gonna have a new trilogy here, and I'm all up for it. Hey, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of Final Destination. Overall, I thought this movie was fantastic. It is actually currently the highest grossing horror film of the year, beating Sinners by 2 million. And I want to say it's one of the most well-reviewed entries in the franchise from the previous. So it's on. It hit the ground running. It gave us what we wanted. A lot of fan service. I absolutely freaking think that this is going to be the start of a new trilogy. Go see it if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, leave in the comment below. Let me and Terrence know what you think about the movie, and see you down the road.